A clarion call has sounded. The curtain rises. Say goodbye to yourself and embrace the unknown. As I don the many masks of this tale, I challenge you to fully immerse in the story, the mystery, and the terror. Live the fears and hopes, and let your mind wander through the shadows. Uncover the secrets that lie beneath, for the only certainty is the mask you wear. Embrace the transformation, commit to the journey, and let the masks of Nyarlathotep reveal its truths to you. Hey everyone, so heads up, my audio totally glitched out in the last session. All we ended up recording was me rambling, so that was super frustrating. So you might have missed out on some stuff, but let's just go back through and try to piece together a quick rundown so we can just jump right back into it. So let's see, we were still at the fancy gala, trying to figure out the deal with Carlisle's safe and how they were going to get into it. We did a quick check on everybody's kind of sanity, status, and luck and stuff like that. Abigail was at 79 luck and 50 sanity. Declan had 74 luck and 57 sanity. Iris was doing great with 77 luck and 86 sanity. And Vincent was a little low on luck, 48, but still had 64 sanity. So we talked about things a little bit, and everybody seemed to be happy with where they are at, and I agree. Anyway, back to the story. Things kind of got interesting when Declan and Abigail kind of regrouped, and they spotted Erica Carlisle hanging out in a quieter area with her bodyguard, Joey. Declan noticed Joey was carrying a pretty serious-looking gun, and even some brass knuckles tucked away in his sleeves. And then we got to remember Abigail, her pseudonym Serena Williams, went to go talk to Erica. And after some conversation, finding a shared interest in some certain books, Erica kind of opened up a little bit and offered to show what her brother kept in the safe. And this came up after Abigail was talking about Jackson Elias and stuff like that. So anyways, Erica took them to this huge library, showed them a hidden safe behind the bookshelf, after talking to them for a while, and found some 4 really creepy looking books. In the end, Erica didn't really seem to care about the books, and they were of no use to her, more of her brother's thing, and ended up giving them over to the party, specifically Abigail, saying they were worthless to her. She also said that bid on the Black Lotus painting was pretty much sorted, winky winky kind of deal. Managed to get back with the driver Charlie, who was drunk as usual. Vincent ended up having to drive as usual. They got a message from Carlton Ramsey. Ship tickets to London, leaving tomorrow at noon. So that's the quick and simple of what happened, and we'll be starting out with the investigators on their trip on the steamer to London and maybe investigating some strange books. Let's see.
Look, time to blow it in London. Shooting people with shotguns.
Spend it all.
Zach, it sounds like the sort of, how many arrows do you have in your quiver sort of conversation, but yeah. I presume there's a hand-waved, yes, you went and bought some shotguns or whatever, like...
We can do that, or you can buy them in London, which would probably be easier than buying shotguns and taking them over. So as far as the conversation of firearms goes, what I had said was basically the only uncontrolled gun is a shotgun. The rest are illegal. It's the 1920s. They're going to rifle through your bags as hard as they would nowadays with TSA and metal detectors. So I'm not going to really they want you to make luck rolls and concealments and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. But just do know if you pull out a pistol or if it's seen, you use it, there's going to be increased scrutiny on pistols. So,
okay,
that's nice. Fun. Yeah. And so if you want extra shotguns, get them while you're in London. That's what I would suggest. So right now I think Abigail's the only one that has a shotgun, if I remember right.
Yeah, I believe I have a rifle and a pistol, a rifle.
Yeah,
that doesn't
I definitely don't have one.
Used.
Vincent and I would have to buy them.
No worries. And full disclosure, you could, if you're worried about even like, I don't want to conceal this, I don't want to risk getting caught, you can ship it over. You just have your stuff shipped over and it'll be there. There's nothing wrong with shipping it. Hell, it's probably on your same boat even. You know, because but anyways, not stuff I need. Yeah, like you said, hand wavy for the most part. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously not planning to just like run around town like it's the fucking wild, wild west over here.
Yeah.
No. Definitely not.
Definitely not. So, we don't need to recap anything. Let's just go into it. The boat ride over. We have a few things. We have homework to take care of. So we have. I marked it off on the calendar a little bit. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. You guys are leaving on the January 20th at noon, and you'll be arriving. We'll say early morning, January 29th. That's a Thursday. So, research folks, or what would you guys want to start with? Does anybody have anything they're like, hey, I really want to do a vignette or blah, blah, blah. I want to talk about something. Otherwise, we'll go straight to research folks for the books.
I couldn't think of anything compelling, so I'll skip.
And you were not the only one. Me and Chad kind of went back and forth a little bit.
No, so we talked about it, but we still couldn't come up with much.
The only one I really wanted to get done was Abigail, but I did not have time to get with you about it. But so we'll just have to come up with stuff. The reason I wanted to talk about it was because you were from this area, right? So you probably have a house of family, that kind of stuff. But we'll lean into that, and we can talk about that or think about stuff later on. So. You want to go first, Michelle? Iris?
Yes. For my reading?
For your reading. Yes. Oh, and I have a cheat sheet somewhere. I posted it in Discord, didn't I? I need to pull up that.
So as you go to pull up your cheat sheet, just for clarification, the language of you lose the sand, no roll, that means you auto lose that max of that die.
1d3 or 1d, of the sanity loss.
So like one of the books is a 1d10. You lose 10. If it's 2d6, you lose 12. Is that a correct interpretation of what that means?
Or do you roll?
Let me pull it up to make sure I know.
It's on the initial read language. I was looking at the initial read, and that's what I read, and I frankly felt like
no, that just means you were going to lose sand, but you're not going to lose like max sand. Sorry if I misinterpreted what you said.
Oh.
But.
Well, I mean that's why I want to clarify, because I wasn't. There was some ambiguity in that language, so I didn't really know what it meant.
Yeah, it just means that we would roll the sand again. We would roll the sand, but you would automatically lose sand. Does that make sense? No, I said that wrong. You don't have to roll for sand, but you do lose sanity. We roll the sanity amount.
The initial read means you're going to lose sand without a sanity roll.
Correct.
But we roll the sand loss die.
Correct.
To see how much is lost.
100%.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes more sense. Okay. Then I may join the read one, and we'll see what happens.
And then
let's read. And
then again, to add on this, the full read, you do that again.
Mm-hmm. But the initial read was like a day or two or something, right? Like
12 hours max.
Or 12 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So like we and because of full read, 12 hours, sand loss, that's when the initial mythos whatever bloop comes in, right?
Yeah,
then the full study gives the rest.
Yep.
And then you get into the complicated rules about how much you have and blah blah whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's not. I tried to dumb it down as much as I could.
No. I just that was the one part that I wasn't sure about, and like I taking just like, oof, here's a flat 10 sand for 3 thing like that. I couldn't reconcile that in my brain. It just and now I may still lose that.
You may still, yeah.
It at least feels like that the gamble is there, the game is there.
And I do have the sand counts here, so you do see what you're getting yourself into. So let's start with Abigail, with Iris here. Which one did you want to read?
Amongst the Stones.
Amongst the Stones.
The poems that was bound in the skin of a scribble, 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 but it's haunting horror.
Yeah, hunting horror. Okay, so go ahead and you know what? I should have done this before, but if you didn't know, you can roll dice straight out of Legend Keeper. If I have it bracketed, I think it's parentheses or bracketed. You can click the thing and it does it. Let's see. Okay, well, it's because I use a capital. Well, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why that didn't work. Oh, because 1d3 isn't a dice. So roll a d6, and 1 and 2 was 1, 3 and 4 is 2. You know.
Can I do it on the Foundry?
You can do it wherever you want it. You can do a / roll 1d6. You could probably do 1d3 in Foundry, honestly.
Let's try it. / roll 1d3.
Yeah, try it.
It's not a valid chat message command.
Okay, do 1d6.
Do I have to do a space between roll and 1d6?
Yeah, you need a space between them.
There you go. Okay. So
try the 3 now just for funsies.
Oh yeah, try the 3 now. Yeah.
With the space, because I bet it will.
It should.
I don't know why it wouldn't.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it still rolls a 6. It was a cube. Yeah, it just double sides. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't see the dice. Cool. Okay, so you lose. I'm gonna move this over so I can look at it better. You lose 3 sand.
Oh man.
-3.
You had like 8.
I know.
Yeah. Oh me. You gain.
And this is for the full study?
This is initial read. You have to initial read before you can even full study.
Okay.
You gain 1 Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah.
Which I am trying to figure out how I can edit your sheet here. Okay, here we go. So you had a 10. Now you have an 11. I don't think anybody else has any, so you're doing good.
You did it on my credit rating and not my.
Oh, sorry, I know takesy backsies.
You can keep that up though. I mean, 11 credit rating.
All right, done there. Okay, Cthulhu Mythos 11. And roll me 1d12. This is how long it takes. Which I guess isn't that... It doesn't matter that much, but for fun, we'll roll the dice. Since we're on
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours. So you spend a day.
Really good study.
Yeah.
I'm in the library a lot.
Yeah. Are you on the Amongst the Stones page?
Yes.
Okay. If you look at the bottom, you are reading over. So basically, there's a bunch of verses in here, like I told you before, which appear to be this Joffrey's work. But this is what... This stands out to you amongst all of them. This poem. The Trappings of a Queen. Do you want to read it? Or do you want me to read it?
You read it. You read it better.
Okay. Trappings of a Queen. Crowned dark as midnight, crowned by starlit stone. A jet-black circlet claims her ancient throne. Its diamond guise betrays a deeper dread. Enshadowed iron binds the royal head. Girdle wrought of links in molten gold. Ruby clasp of flame, secret yet untold. Its crimson star in silent shifting dance, weaving fate and fortune in its glance. necklace gleaming, emerald's eerie light, silver chains entwined in the moonlit night. Black sphinx carved upon its pendant's face, echoing whispers of a forgotten grace. These adornments three defy mortal means, awakening Nitocris from deathless dreams. Crown, girdle, necklace, magic intervenes, forever marking trappings of the queen.
Hey, Harris, what's up?
And you fall over dead. Thanks for playing. I'm just kidding. No, but that's it from your initial reading. You don't see anything else that stands out. You don't see any kind of like rituals or anything else. Which you would an initial read. You would be like, I need to study this more. There may be some spells or rituals in here. You don't see
Do I
anything
see
like
any
that.
markings that are like the marking on my arm?
You don't. No.
No. Interesting.
So
But the black sphinx kind of goes with the black pharaoh that's in the next book I want to read.
correct.
Cool.
Yep, that does
And
seem
then
similar.
clarify, right? If she wants to do the full study, she rolls the 1d4, she rolls the 1d3, and because she has, oh no, the mythos rating on this one is really low, so she'd have to roll to see if she gets it. Is that correct?
I think it's no roll. If she's over it, she just gets the lowest one.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you wanted to do a full read, you could take 1d4 days. You lose some sand, and you could potentially gain one Cthulhu mythos. I've already told you, meta-wise, there's no other spells in here. So it'd be purely
Probably not
for
worth it. I was just curious how it works.
it'd be purely for bumping up your mythos rating, which you could do on another book.
Yeah, I'll do that on the next book.
But you are always welcome to come back to these and do this to try to bump up your mythos rating.
Cool. Okay.
Or even go back. You guys have Africa's Dark Sext. You never
Oh.
went through that either. So
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I'm gonna
okay.
spoil it.
I'm gonna be honest real quick.
Not
I thought
specific.
that your emojis meant only these characters should answer you, so I didn't consider reading any of this because you put
Oh.
emojis by each thing.
No,
so I was
no.
like, I was like, okay, well, and it made sense because I'm like, Declan's a fucking idiot, so like, this 100% makes sense. I'm just like vegging out on the boat, like drinking and like playing poker. So it doesn't make sense. I don't think it makes sense in character. I don't want to read anything, but I was confused at first when you're like, okay, well, no one really got back to me. I'm like, well, what do you mean? I didn't.
The only reason I put emojis because they had like previously expressed interest in what I was mentioning.
Okay.
That is my bad. I didn't clarify.
That's fine.
That's
Right,
so
you and I talked about it in private, but I got scared. So
I could read it to you if you want.
There you go. There you go. You're like three mimosas
I
down.
feel like Declan walks over at some point, like reads over one of our shoulders, and just kind of walks away with a nosebleed, right? Like,
Right? Yeah. I fall asleep because like I'm trying to pay attention, but it's so boring, and then I wake up and my nose is bleeding. I'm like, fuck.
Don't sleep on them.
Oops.
love it.
Whoopsie.
Okay, let's do you one, Chad, before we go back to Iris. So, Vincent, which one you
Yeah.
looking at?
Well, so conveniently, both thematically, the language and the metagame of average loss for mediocre gain, and a low full study later if I decided to. I think, if nothing else, just a desire to understand more of Jackson and our current predicament. He's got to read through this after his Dark Sex.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that's his. He's drawn in. So, let's throw. You seem appropriate.
Sexto decimo.
So it's a
Dose?
D10.
Dose San loss conveniently.
All right.
Conveniently. And then a whopping 6 hours.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so you gain... Pretty cool. You gain some Cthulhu Mythos. And I don't think that this reduces your SAN like Delta Green does when you gain...
Oh, your max or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it... oh, it did. It did adjust your max SAN. It went from 99 to 97. So
97?
keep that in mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as we had already spoken, it was written by this Nigel Blackwell, traveled across Africa, blah, 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 blah. It seems to be written under a pseudonym, but nobody knows for sure.
Somebody.
Yeah. You go through the whole thing, and it seems to be like secondhand accounting, of whomever this person was, of these people trying to summon stuff. And it looks like you are able to, while that doesn't go into detail, because it seems like this person is losing their mind, and learning about whatever this entity that they're trying to summon is. You are able to learn the ritual or spell create Siemba. So you now have the ability to attempt to create a zombie friend. And so what I'm going to do is, I'll just leave it like that, I guess. I'll just uncover it on the book for now so we can see where it derives from at the bottom there.
Gotcha.
I should have a spell for it, but honestly, I don't think I do have it there. Okay. I didn't expect you guys to cover it, but there it is. I have a create Siemba one as well too, under spells. So
don't worry, I'm not going to use it.
Not gonna use it. Come on.
Nope.
Okay.
I am not. After having bought them, I have no interest in creating them.
And okay, so Iris, let's go back to you. Did you have another book you wanted to read?
The human skin one.
The human skin one. Let's see. What's that one? Life as a God? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll 1d6. SAN loss. It is in English. The only one you guys do have problems with is I think it's like Latin. Yeah. Selections de l'hiver de l'avant. Oh. 6 SAN loss. And we are not going to... I'm not going to make you go into like an episode or anything, as this is over time and not like one instance kind of deal. You know what I mean? It's not like you sat down, opened the book, and you go, ah! So it's just eating away at your SAN. Even you don't even notice it, probably.
Multiple days, after all.
Yeah. Cool. So you gain 2 Cthulhu Mythos. And honestly, at this point, we should probably just keep a tally, and I take care of this later, but we're in it, so.
13.
So was there a passage of any kind on Dark Sex?
There wasn't. That was the only additional info that's worth, knowing. Yeah, and they're not all gonna have something, so we'll. This one's actually pretty cool. This one's a good one. It looks like it's narrating some unspeakable acts committed for the Pharaoh of Darkness. And it describes something, like a throne room of sorts. Let's see. You guys uncovered Carlisle Papers America number 14.
Woo!
The last of our America handouts. So let me go to it.
Yes, let's.
Let's.
And we
you
actually
have the
got
physical version.
all of them.
Did the achievement pop up?
The achievement did not pop up. You did not collect them all.
Damn it.
Gold star.
I need to reload the save, please.
Oh. Do you want to read it, or do you want me to read it?
It's a
You
crystal spider.
No, please.
You can read it.
There's just this little. This is just part of the journal here. Its external angles were magnificent and most strange. By their hideous beauty, I was enraptured and enthralled, and I thought myself of the daylight fools who judge the housing of this room as a mistaken. I laughed for the glory they missed. Though the twisted door to the jeweled throne of darkness, I came with all reverence and humility to gaze upon the scenes of celestial majesty and rebirth. When the 6 lights were lit and the great words said, then he came, in all grace and splendor of the higher planes, and I long to sever my veins so that my life may flow into his being and make part of me, a god!
Sacrifice.
This sacrifice, indeed, the guy, dude, losing it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And I guess that makes sense why it was named Life as a God. Because he's trying to sacrifice himself to be part of a god, I guess.
Deliver.
No spells, but a very interesting excerpt there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe remember that for later.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to study more, or I guess we need to move to you only had 6 hours, so we need to move to Vincent. We have the canonic manuscripts or selections de l'hiver de long. Wow.
So technically, if we go back to Final Confessions of Gaspar, that's we have a Spanish and a French for Wisdom.
I love that you. I did not even think of going back to this, but yes, you absolutely can go back to this. Absolutely.
I was debating just doing a full study on that one, but I don't know.
Yep. You could definitely do it. I'll tell you meta-wise, I have stuff for initial study and full study. If it helps you make your decision.
I tell you what, I'm gonna plunge because now he's starting to map out the conspiracy over here.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Actually, I don't have you can do an initial study and get everything from it.
Oh, from
the Final Confessions. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, so the problem with that is I don't believe I have Spanish.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
I have Latin.
You have Latin?
Mm-hmm.
We could do a language roll for you then if you wanted to do that one. So later.
Can't decide if I should do the full study on Africa or do the manuscripts. I guess it probably makes more sense to just get an initial study on the manuscripts, right? Like,
sure.
I mean, so it's less sand loss, less time, and more mythos.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, having not really pulled anything drastic out of the dark sex, and probably weirded out by the fact that he knows a spell. So we'll give that one a shot. We'll see what happens over here.
Okay. And can you guys note what spells you learn? I'm going to try to type in here, but until we think of a better way to track them, I'll have to put them in your sheet or something. Because just because Vincent learns it doesn't mean that everybody else knows it.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So, phonetic manuscripts, give me a D8 roll.
1.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
Not bad.
Hell yeah. Okay, and
you get a +3.
12 hours this time. Takes me a thicker.
And
Pickerman.
again, while it's not entirely relevant, since we have this long stretch of days, it's relevant for later. So might as well get used to it. With an initial study, let's see.
Here, I'm just stepping away to get a Kleenex.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like I'm having difficulties determining if I should uncover everything or not. So.
Okay. Roll you a die. Let the dice decide.
Right. It looks. Okay. You see mention. Okay, here's what on the initial read you see mention in the manuscripts. Some things called elder things. You see it mentioned elder things. And you learn a spell, Contact Winged One.
Do I have any idea what a winged one is?
You can assume it's an elder thing, but you're not sure.
I mean, do I... Chad has all sorts of hunches, but, I mean, does he have any gut feelings on, like, is this a way to get information, a way to get attacked, a way to attack someone else? Like,
roll me Cthulhu Mythos.
What... Okay.
You have a 5.
I mean, I'll make it cool. I'm like, unlikely to get it, but yeah, it's a 50, so negative. Okay.
Yeah, you're not sure. Being someone who's not very up to snuff with this kind of stuff, you would probably err caution there.
I had some occult though, right? I don't remember.
This is definitely not a cult.
Not even
close, baby. Yeah.
Well, I didn't expect I didn't know if it would you've heard of whatever. Okay. How about this more specific question then? He doesn't have any reason to expect that it's related to anything else that we've dealt with or read about, like no direct link to anything.
You don't feel that way, no.
I couldn't think of anything, but figured I'd clarify.
No, you don't feel that way yet.
Okay. Well,
but you do feel like there's more in here. If you did a full read, you feel like you would learn something else.
Yeah.
I'll say there's some scribbled footnotes in there that you would have to spend some more time kind of trying to piece together what they are.
AKA a full study.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. And Iris, did you want to read, or anybody else, did you want to read anything else? We have the selections left, and I guess that's it, isn't it? Oh, selections and final confessions left. One's in Spanish, one's in French or Latin.
I can't read either of those, so no.
Technically, Latin is the origin of those Romance languages, French and Spanish.
Right. If you have Latin, I'm fine giving a language.
I actually have French.
Oh, you actually have French.
I have French.
Oh, perfect. So you could read the commentary on the original Latin. So that's perfect.
Okay.
Do it.
I'm gonna roll a French roll.
A French roll? Tasty. Croissant.
Where we gonna go?
French fries.
French fries. French rolls.
Did I get it under there?
I see a Cthulhu head.
Yeah. I said if there's a Kraken, then I'll go for it next.
Yeah, get the Kraken. All right, I need you to roll a 2d4. That's your possible potential sand loss here.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back.
Okay. All right, 6. All right, go ahead and roll. I forgot you have to roll language as well. So.
Oh, I clicked
Oh,
on
you have
it,
a
and
51. You have a 51. You don't need to roll at all. Never mind. You're good.
Right.
Yep. You're fine.
then- Why edit mode?
Yeah, like 50 is like fluent, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Why am I? It did something really weird.
It did an opposed roll card somehow, but you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine. You succeeded
Well,
anyways.
I can't do like on my sheet, on my character sheet now. It's like in edit mode.
Oh, hang on.
Trying to figure-
Oh, it's
Oh,
because I edited it because I was going to give you Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh,
So
okay.
1 second.
Okay.
Now it's locked. There you go.
Okay, there we go. I was like, did it change to for me? What? No.
No. Excellent. That's really cool. You are the least sane of them all, though.
Yep.
And that was a 6. Yikes.
Yep.
You are now at
Yep.
44.
Four.
And your max
40.
sand is at 95 now, so.
Yeah. I'll never get back up there. It's fine.
You'll never get back. So you read through this initial read. You can see that this book is packed full of spells. Just absolutely packed full of rituals and spells. It looks like a lot of it is worship towards this deity called Sathuga. And you see illustrations of something that looks like an inverted, broken ankh, like an upside down ankh.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah.
It was at like 20
Hmm.
when we started the books.
What?
His phone's dying.
Oh, get a charger, or try back Discord.
Nope.
You also see that there seems to be discussion. This person who wrote this, or who translated this handwritten manuscript, you can see that they're translating this discussion concerning enmity between some weird name Pazluza, and a deity known as Noddins.
Which we've heard of.
Which you've heard of. Well, specifically Iris. I don't know if she would have told you, but if you did, you did. That's fine.
I thought she did it, right?
I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess the key takeaway here is this illustration of a inverted broken ankh. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. You gain 4 spells on your initial read.
Hell yeah.
And I'm putting the rest in secret storage. I'm trying to. Okay. You gain Call, Dismiss, Bind, Lord of Chaos. Contact Formless Spawn. Contact Deity, Noddins. Contact Deity, Sathuga. You get the feeling that you should probably not do any of these unless you have a reason to.
Yeah.
I would do all of them.
Don't be pussy. Contact all.
Contact all. Pick up the phone!
Well, yeah. Let's do all of them.
Yeah, I have the mask. Put the mask on and do it at the same time.
Oh, God.
There we go. Ready for insanity, Zach? Let's do it.
Let's-
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I sort of assumed that the mask was sort of a shortcut to contact, right?
Yeah.
It's speed dial.
Okay, well, I
Yeah,
can't
it's speed
add
dial.
Abigail 11. Okay.
You want to dial 1, 2, 3, or 4? It does have 4 faces.
Yeah, you
It
do.
does.
That is. Let's just say there was dives rolled involved, and the other 3 were not as good as what she had gotten.
I got the impression that she got lucky there.
Do you want to keep reading?
I don't know if my sanity should.
You will take another 2d4. You will
know.
gain another 8 Cthulhu Mythos. And you will gain the rest of the spells that are in here.
Um.
Mhm.
Downtime activities in Delta Green let you like do bloody bloody, and you could get like a sand roll to gain sand.
We gained all of our sand at the end of the thing. You can go see a shrink or do psychology and stuff like that, but we are on a boat over there. Yeah.
I couldn't remember what options there were in this. I knew we had already gotten the infusion from completing the section. I just couldn't remember if there was like, if you have downtime for a week, you can relax and enjoy nature.
Relax. What is it called?
I mean,
Development
it
phase.
sounds silly, but like that was one of the things, right? Was like, you could do things and then make a sand roll and get some sand or whatever. It does great.
There is that. We'll have to look it up for the exact rules.
No, I was just trying to remember.
Look up development phase.
Okay.
94. So what do you think? You think your sand can take another hit, or are you interested in another hit, or?
I mean, I am. I just don't. I don't know that I should with my sanity. I don't know. Like, it's not necessarily. It's not a breaking point, but like, what is that? Where it's another? It's because it's the daily, right? It's the daily.
I'm not going to make you guys suffer the daily penalty for reading because it's over time. It's something you don't even notice happening. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Well.
Chad, page 167, section number 4. Read that and tell me what you think. Number 4 and 3, 167. All right, let's do it. There you go. All right, she is down to
39.
39.
I'm going crazy.
And I'm going to click your sheet here, so hang on. You are 12. Ooh, nice. You're catching up. 12 Cthulhu Mythos.
One of those, like, I'm talking to myself now and, like, talking in French instead of English.
Remember your other proclivity?
Yes. I have, yes.
And she's going to start talking to her friend again.
Yeah, right.
Amongst other things, yes. Roll me 1d4, just so we know how long this takes you. And this will be the last of our book readings, unless someone wants to read the confessions.
Well, I had my full read.
I was just singing that in my head.
Okay. My confessions. All right, so 3 days go by. Okay, so you guys have some spare time. This is going pretty quick, so you guys have some spare time. Maybe we can get some psychotherapy going on. With the rest of that, what I told you stays the same. However, you gain more spells. As I try to uncover this. Create barrier. Gate. Fog of misdirection. And Eben's Wheel of Mist. All these four are actually like things you could use at cost, right? But
yeah.
But they are not just contact entities.
Do we know what that cost is?
Yeah, it's in the spell. I'll have to, if you don't mind me taking a minute, I can take a minute to uncover them so you can see them.
It's not necessary at the moment.
Okay.
We can just keep moving.
Yeah, because you're not going to do it right now anyway, so.
Yeah. I mean, I could try and just play, but on the boat, but,
4 days, 4 sand for full read on tonight.
Okay. A full read.
I rolled the Kraken, so I dived in.
You see in the footnotes of the canonic manuscripts, you see mention of an existence of something called a city of the great race, and it seems like they're called Yithians because the spell is called Contact Mind of the Observer that you learn, and it's mentioned Yithians around that. You don't know if that Yithian what it or they are, but that is the spell that is associated with them.
Okay. So, really nothing, no useful information, just
That depends.
weird hint. Well, text information. There's 2 spells, but there's no like useful tidbits that come out of the full study beyond that.
I can try to cut some of this out. Hang on.
I was curious.
I have to be careful.
Oh, of course.
Throw caution to the wind.
Throw caution to the wind. Okay. I will uncover the rest of it. It's just what I said, though, under the relevance tab. But that way you have something to come back to if you need to look at the text again. Okay. Anybody for final confessions, or are we moving on? I know that Mike is probably falling asleep.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We can move on and do that next time.
This is the time. If you're gonna do it now. You had 9 days to you know what I mean? Sit back, you're not gonna...
If nobody else is, I will.
You gonna do the final confessions?
Yeah.
You have Spanish, Latin?
Yeah.
Okay, roll. Let me look at your Latin. Oh, you're good too. You have 35. You're fine.
Oh. You can delete that.
That's not a 1d3.
I clicked too fast.
You did.
35, it's fine.
You gotta finesse me more than that. They know how to finesse me.
I'm playing what I'm told.
I'm really easy to finesse.
When it comes to little, to rolls, always just turn on the little sister mode,
Yep.
But Zach.
I don't think I ever.
I don't know if she's ever done that. Honestly. Yeah. What
better time to start?
She's not that much younger. Okay, 1d3. A 3. Okay, you lose 3 sand. Hey, I'm getting you guys some way at least. You gain 1 Cthulhu Mythos. I'll do it in a second. And you gain... You gain a spell called Speak to the Father of Maggots.
Oh, perfect.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this was the Peru one where everyone was, or y'all were scared of the bugs. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
You see... Yeah, that's it. That's all you gain. And you know that you think that was the entity that was inside the pyramid that you guys sealed up, right?
Yeah. With everyone throwing up.
Mm-hmm. So I'm doing live editing on the side here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Speak to the Father of Maggots. There you go.
So that's another name for what? That was Nyarlathotep that was in our mind at that point, right? Is that what you said?
That was Nyarlathotep that was in your mind at that point. So you, while not explicitly stated, it's contacting him. You can make that assumption for sure.
It's a reasonable guess.
Yes, very reasonable.
Okay.
Very cool. Yeah, y'all got a lot of shit. And Abigail, I will uncover those as I can so you can look through them.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I have two things to do now. I have a scene before you guys get off the boat, and Abigail, I have to talk to you some. But before we do that, Chad, did you see anything in the rules about chilling out to gain sand there? Or did you look?
Let me see. If I'm over here, can you hear me?
I can. I see there's psychotherapy for you guys, but you need someone like to do that with you. So that's not a self-help. You can spend time with one entry listed in your backstory for psychological support.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find the rule of like what you get here. Let's see. The player makes a sanity roll, encouraged to role play, and then you gain 1d6.
Yeah.
If you fail, you lose 1.
Yep.
Would you guys be interested in doing that? Kind of talking back and forth and, I don't know, using each other as a backboard for some insanity to try to gain sand?
I'm willing to be involved. I we can sort of, hand wave between the two, right? Like I'm not really a psychologist, but I know lots of psychology.
Yeah, so this would be the number 4 self-help instead of psychotherapy. Yeah,
that's what I meant. What, like
Yeah.
a little bit of 3, mostly 4.
Got you. Okay, yeah.
Kind of just merge them a bit. Because there's a well, I think if you fumble the psychoanalysis, there's a penalty.
Yeah, same here. But my penalty would be just 1 sand loss.
Right, which
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, to potentially gain 6 is seems worthwhile to me. I mean, I imagine there's plenty to discuss with past events, recent events, and everything in between. So, I guess that probably needs to involve at least 2 of us.
Yeah. Nope. No takers.
I'm confused. What did I miss? I'm
Are
sorry.
we talking about the books that we just read and we're trying to bounce off of that with each other? Or are we trying to be like, are you good? And I'm good?
We're making a self-help group.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
For ourselves to try to regain a modicum.
I'm insane.
If we sort of, talk about our feelings, we can make a sand roll, and if we succeed on the sand roll, we get 1d6. Right, Zach?
Yeah, since we won't use the full rules because you're not using like a key person and a part of your backstory and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just 1d6.
I mean, I can participate and I can just take notes and sit there with a pencil.
Yeah.
We check those notes later, and they're pure doodles.
Yeah.
The ocean.
Yithians? What?
And it's just like it sounds.
Yeah.
Actually, just the way it sounds is about how it is.
Yeah. Yithians.
YITH.
Everybody who's in this, we'll just say this is their new self-help group, your dumping grounds or whatever you want to name it. You guys actually finished reading all the books. You kind of had a few days to actually just decompress, hang out, drink mimosas, whatever y'all were drinking back then. You think they'd let you cast a line over the ship every now and then? I don't know if they would. They might.
It depends on the size of the vessel.
Right. But anyways, everybody roll a 1d6. If you want to, knowing that there's a chance if you fail your sanity roll... sorry. Roll a sanity first, knowing that if you fail, you will lose 1 sand. If you pass, you will gain 1d6
What's the context
sand.
of the sanity roll?
It's, you guys are kind of chilling out, trying to decompress. You're trying to regain sanity, right? That's the whole goal.
Oh, so this is the group therapy thing.
This
I
is
thought
the
this
group.
was separate. Okay.
No, group therapy.
I'll participate because I
Okay.
wouldn't leave everybody hanging.
I wouldn't think so either. All right, so we got Iris.
I failed, so I lose 1 sanity.
Damn. Shit. It's
That's
because
what
you were
get
doodling.
for participating.
Shit. All right, so Iris passed. I'm going to roll 1d6 when it comes time, and everybody's just going to gain that one amount, so.
Oh, okay.
Just click sanity.
Click.
Yeah, because mine is still unlocked.
Oh, that's fine.
Whoa, why don't you just let me know? Come on.
Oh.
Quit. All right, there you go.
Because I didn't realize it until now.
Oh, look at that. You failed. You should not make me angry. That's what happens. I click the little button over here. I got red button that says fail all rolls, and I click it, and then that's it.
You passed.
You pass? Okay.
23.
For now.
Okay. Well, that really wasn't worth it anyways. Abigail.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Abigail
Oh,
loses
that's
1, and Iris and Vincent gain 2.
Oh.
Well, this will be the last self-help circle that we
It
have.
really wasn't as effective as it should.
Yeah, I'm sitting there like holding my knees and like rocking back and forth. I'm like,
This was
I'm not-
Jesus Christ.
You know,
I'm not paying attention. I'm just like, I have something in my hands and I'm just staring at it, just not listening to anything.
I mean,
it totally makes sense.
if you're not at a daily break point, I don't think one stand is gonna
No.
make or break it. So
No. That's really funny though, because I think it's very apt. Like, you guys should not be bouncing this stuff off of each other. Like, you're already doing in the shit. It's not gonna help.
Vince is the only one that knows how to like compartmentalize this shit. So he's just like, yeah, it worked for me, and he quickly realizes that this was a bad suggestion.
This is a bad idea.
It just gets more rounds until everyone falls asleep.
Aww.
Just go put my mask on.
Right. Okay.
No!
I will close out the session with the scene later, so I'll save that for the end. So you guys get off your boat, finally make it into London. Get your bags. You get it's early morning. You already see that London fog kind of rolling over. Literally.
Excuse me, chap. I need to get a shooty boom boom.
Yes, yeah. I'm not gonna go into like a long description. There's tons of descriptions of London. You guys have a general gist of what London's like. Just recognize that London at this point in time is the richest city in the world. It is the bee's knees right now, even more than New York. So you're kind of going to like the biggest, best city in the world right now. That's pretty cool.
Declan's patriotic feathers are ruffled.
Oh.
Saying.
Oh.
Don't worry, those patriotic feathers are going to be very necessary in about 20 years.
Yeah. All right. Abigail, I would like you to roll me a credit rating, please.
Uh-oh.
So you're fronting everybody here for the most part.
Yeah, it's on Abby.
There we go. 77 under 80. If you so choose, I will let you stay at the Ritz.
Do it.
Ooh.
It is
Penthouse.
right by...
We're not going to your family's palatial estate.
Technically, I'm not from London.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, so my bad. That's fine. That's fine.
No, but I would assume we would have a house here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So what you do, we'll say you may have a house as well or an estate, but you have a room here at the Ritz.
Yeah.
Her regular.
Your regular room at the Ritz here, which is right by Buckingham Palace. You can literally look out and see the grounds. It's kind of insane. It's beautiful.
You got to look past all the horse turds.
Yeah, you're getting used to that. I guess the temperature is probably just as cold as it was in New York. I don't think it's much different. Maybe a little colder.
A little slushier, probably.
A little slushier. Yeah.
Lots of rain.
Probably smells like bourbon.
Wintry mix. The Thames at this point is probably pretty bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably doesn't smell too bad because it's so cold.
Oh yeah, there you go. The poop
Only
smell is
saving
getting
grace.
sealed in.
Only saving grace.
Yeah.
If it's cold.
Oh no, I was just saying. I think at that era, the temps is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, it's gross though.
So you guys probably want to not tuck in, but like, I don't know. You tell me what you want to do. I don't know. I'm trying to make stuff up for you. You have a room available. You can go to it and do whatever you want. You can whatever.
Time of day-ish.
We'll say it's early.
Early.
10.
10. Okay. Yeah.
Thursday,
Yeah.
January 29th.
I don't remember.
Thank you for that.
That's correct. Yeah, I would assume we like go drop our stuff off. I know they need guns. So we can either, if we have an estate here, I can probably just go swipe some from the estate.
Thursday the 29th?
Yep.
Iris is kind of like a fish out of her. What did they say?
Water?
Fish out of water? Yeah. She's never seen anything like it before. And we'll just follow along. Not sure what to do with all of this.
I'll link arms with you. I'm probably noticing that you're a little, out of sorts, I guess. And I'll link arms with you and just are you okay?
Yeah. Like New York was one thing, but this is a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
And London has some pretty advanced commuting kind of, efforts. They got the tube, the underground. They have omnibuses, the double-decker buses. They have hackney carriages, which is basically a taxi cab. They have electrified trams. They have car hires, railways. They've got a lot of ways to get around for the 1920s. So
Good to know.
Where's the Ritz on the map?
So the Ritz on the map is on the left, south, west. You see the little building?
St. James, Buckingham.
It's to the right of 36 and the left of 31. At the bottom of the key.
23? Nope, that's the academy.
Right below 23. Can you not see that?
He's looking at the hard copy.
Oh. It's at the corner of the green by the 36. It's not on the hard copy.
It doesn't have a number. Now I understand.
But it literally is there. That first block to the right of the green on the 36, you see that square? That is where the Ritz is.
Yeah.
Put a dot there.
Literally right next to it.
Gotcha.
So like where the green at 36 has like an L there, the corner right there, sort of in between 31 and 36. Is that what you mean?
Yep.
Okay.
At the top. You see the main thoroughfare there? It's just right there at the top next to the green.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You see a little square.
Okay. Not that. Not that. Okay.
So you guys make your way to the Ritz.
Yeah, I don't really think I have anything to do other than, like we've already said, secure a gun. Or, I guess we said we already had it. Whatever hand wavy thing we're going to do.
That's
I don't
fine.
really... Yeah.
I figure we brought our pistols because they're easy to pack. We pick up shotguns here.
Yeah.
And
It's fine.
I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of open carrying, but at least we got them.
Make your way to the Ritz. You see, it's very fancy.
Woohoo!
There's
Everybody's like looking at me, like they're not like super judging me because they're like they have so much decorum that they're silently judging me.
Correct.
But there's a little bit of a look that I can tell that's a little different than the other three.
You could,
I'm
yeah.
just like eh.
and that look that you're getting, you can see all the help is kind of looking like, do we need to call somebody? And then finally somebody, like, you can see the recognition on their face, and they come up with their white gloves, right, and everything. It's very fancy. Oh, Miss Barclay, I did not know you were coming.
Oh, it was a last-minute decision.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, your room is ready as usual. Who are these fine people?
They are my companions for this trip,
Oh.
and they will be coming with me everywhere.
Appropriately fancy.
You are, yeah. I would probably, I mean, I was gonna say, Iris probably still has like a giant coat on, so, you know.
Oh yeah.
A hand-me-down.
A hand-me-down.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Or
Well,
you can have it.
He has a
But-
lingering stare on Declan then. And
I just to kind of fuck with him a little bit, I like reach in my pocket and there's like a slightly damp, like, I don't know, piece of paper that from the ship. I'm just like I reach out and just I hand it to him like, can you is there a garbage can nearby?
Oh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And he puts it in his pocket of his very fancy jacket.
I'm just maintaining eye contact the whole time until
Yes,
he
sir.
starts talking.
Yes, sir.
Until he keeps talking.
Poor English sensibilities.
Right.
Your bags, are there any bags that you need help with, Miss Barclay and company?
I think I think.
No, I do insist. If you have any, I would appreciate letting me take them for you.
Yes. We will head up to the room and get ourselves settled before we go out for tea. So.
Oh, I could have it brought up.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Yes.
Of course.
Thank you, Kensington.
Why?
Yes, yes, yes.
So when is
You still
tea
have a name
time?
tag.
Did you say when is tea coming?
Yeah, tea time. Is tea time all the time?
It is.
Technically morning breakfast tea and then high tea is in the afternoon.
Oh.
It's like at 2 o'clock or something.
But like when you're having conversation, right? You have to have tea. So
You have to have tea.
yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I found out somebody's retiring today, and he's the only person I have ever met at TVA who has a legit porcelain teacup and drank out of it all the time.
Aw,
Very nice,
that's
very nice.
awesome.
Pretty funny.
Yes, he is British, and it's
I would expect as
yeah,
much.
Ian's amazing.
All right, Miss Barclay. Well, I'll get that up to you right away. And he turns away, and you guys head
I'll
up.
go.
You tell me what your rooms are. They're grand, and there's several of them, and
Is it like
you
the
have a
suite?
telephone line, a private telephone line.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it's got like the separate like living area, and then it's got like the bed, and it's got like a canopy bed. Well, actually, I don't know. It's the 20s. So
It does. You paid extra.
Canopy bed. Yeah, it's nuts. Pillows everywhere. Because pillows. make
Fainting
everything-
couches.
Fainting couches. 'cause
My
everything's
tea's not
fancy.
here. Oh.
Oh no.
Great. Yeah. So you guys settle in there.
Guest room for the boys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You guys get a closet. It's the size of a hotel, like normal hotel.
And the door gets a little rap.
I'll open the door since they're probably doing everything. Since they're like just looking around or unpacking, I'll open the door. Like, hello.
Oh. Your tea, sir.
Don't mind Declan.
I'll take it. And what's the insulting thing to put in it? Mike's asking. I don't remember. Isn't there like a traditional way? It's like with milk, but
I think there's a discourse between on the what you do first, if I'm right.
I can't make my joke then. Never mind.
I don't
I'll take it. And and
cream?
even though I'm pretty sure that he's like what he's gonna say, the person that brought it up, I'll be like, oh, I need to tip you because I know they won't want it because it's like too fancy of a place. Be like, oh, let me just get a tip and just watch his reaction as I'm trying to set the tray down.
Just another piece of paper.
Oh.
But-
That's what I thought he was doing first, is pulling out a wet dollar bill.
Yeah, soggy dollar bill.
Was there a
Mrs.
strip club
Langston
on the
needs
boat?
me
Is that
out.
where I spent all my time?
Declan, Declan, that's not needed here, darling. It's
Oh,
not
sorry.
a-
And as he's running down the hallway, I'm like, sorry, thanks.
It's
I
okay.
just close the door and I just laugh. I'm like, this is really fun.
It's okay. Actually, don't do that a lot in the whole country. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I just thought of something, but I'll wait till the end.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have tea and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. We'll go. So you guys want to get guns? We can go. We could go take some from the house.
That's
From the
fine
villa.
with me.
Unless you guys really want to go shopping and try to get a gun. I don't know how that is in the 20s. It's probably not so bad.
I figure it's right over at the Sears department store. Right next to the order your own home package.
This ain't America. This is London.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty easy. You would just go to whatever they call them.
Yeah, I don't know, Paddington Bears.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
I honestly have no idea what they would call them over there, but
No idea.
it's not a pawn shop, but it's convenient to get a shotgun
What a
shop.
pawn. Yeah. What a pawn shop.
Just the shotgun shop.
The shotgun
Duh.
shop.
The
That's a
world.
great, that's a great name. Shotgun shop.
Three-toed jacks.
There you go.
Shotguns. Because he shot his
Losing
foot.
money was free. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I think
we
you
got
guys
losing
have a
money.
little discussion, right? Yeah. You guys can. If you guys want to go get shotguns, you can go get them. If you want to go to your estate, you can make a trip and go out to your estate. We can do that.
However she would prefer that we get them is fine.
Yeah.
But I think we
can go
get
shopping,
them.
it's fine.
I don't.
But I think there is discussion to be had on what's next, right?
Yeah.
What to plan. Conveniently for me, it's towards the end of the session, and it will give me a lead on what you guys want to do later. But I think you guys have a lot to talk about. What angle you want to take?
I don't
here.
remember what our first idea was, honestly.
There was a couple ideas, and I haven't fleshed out the corkboard more, but you had the card that you found at the crime scene of Elias's murder. There was the Penhew Foundation in London, Edward Gavigan, director. You have that card.
And Aubrey Penhew was the Egyptologist that was in the team.
Mhm.
Yep.
And now he's dead.
Yeah.
And coincidentally or not, Miles Shipley is the painter of your painting that was also from London.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Lovely.
And
Well, just-
I'm going to come back to that before we end.
Ooh, okay.
Because you took it with you.
Yeah, they did research in London under the Penhew Foundation before they left
And
for Egypt.
and the other lead was from Kensington. I don't have it on here. Talking about Elias met with the Scoop.
Yeah.
Remember the Scoop, the paper? I think he gave a name, Mickey Mahoney. With the Scoop. Yeah. Jonah Kensington directs investigators to the Mickey Mahoney, the Scoop.
Was that was here as well?
Sorry?
That was here as well? I don't remember that part.
That is in
That was
London.
here, not in New York.
The
Okay.
Scoop
That is in London. The Scoop is in London. Yeah.
Sorry, I hear making the money. I'm thinking like we missed somebody in London or in New York.
No, you didn't miss him in New York. This was a contact. The last person he would have been in contact with before he came over. Remember, he sent some crazed letters over before he left London back to America.
And I was trying to
Yep.
decipher the note again.
Yep. And Kensington, if I remember right, also mentioned an Inspector James Barrington. Yeah. He said that...
Scotland Yard.
Say again?
With Scotland Yard, right?
I believe so, yeah. Yep.
I remembered that something involved Scotland Yard.
Carlisle Papers America 6 is what it is directing me to.
That's wrong then, because that's
Harvard.
Miriam at Harvard.
Yeah, that's definitely not right. But nonetheless,
Number five is Emerson Imports. Number 7 is the Cult of Darkness. Number 8's Jackson's Forehead. Number 9 is Author Murdered. Number 10 is His Final Note, which is hard to read. 11 was his initial letter to Kensington, which didn't have much.
oh, it's
12 is the notes from the people he talked to in Africa, in Nairobi. London Notes is number 13.
oh, it's fine. But yeah, either way, yeah, there was some articles or something that Elias was working with the Scoop on, or something or another. He didn't give you good details. He just had mentioned that that's someone you should link up with when you get there.
Yeah. I vote we talk to the Scoop first, and before we go to Scotland Yard.
Sounds good.
His reasons.
Raisins.
For
Mhm.
Elias.
For
For
Elias. For Elias.
Our battle cry.
Okay. All right, so that sounds good. We can start there next time. We have only 12 minutes left today, so I need to talk to... Well, go ahead, before I continue.
Yeah, because I want to know if the Scoop has the same information that was in the New York Pillar about all the shit.
Okay. Well, you got ideas of questions to ask. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Abigail.
Yeah.
Over the trip on the boat, we're going to go back in time a little bit, just a few days. You find yourself one night snacking on some oysters, shucking some oysters, maybe you've had a few drinks, you're in your room, late, and you're what do they call those little knives where you pry the good out?
Oyster knife.
Don't get fancy on me.
Yeah.
So you're using that, and you kind of slip and kind of poke yourself a little bit, and blood just starts to pour out of your hand, and it's just dripping, and you're just kind of watching it. It happened so fast, and you look down, and it's just kind of pooling up and just dripping, and you're not doing anything. You're just kind of watching it for a minute, and you look up, and you realize that you're sitting in front of your painting. You pulled the cover off of it, and you're just kind of propped up on your couch, and you have the painting leaning against the wall of your cabin, and you're just looking down at your hand, and you're kind of looking up at the painting, and you're drawn. You feel like you should take your hand and just place it on the painting.
I was just thinking that.
Ooh.
Oh, were you? Okay.
I was like, it's dripping. Let's drip it on here.
Okay. And so you do that, and the blood just kind of drips off, and you can see it swirl into the colors of the lotus on there, and you can see the red kind of fill up some of the black as it absorbs it in, and you're just filled with a elation inside of you as it absorbs it, and your cut on your hand kind of goes away, and you feel like you've done the right thing.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Nobody else is up. Right
Nobody
now.
else is up.
Come on. Okay.
On the last night of your
Iris and I are passed out with ice bags on our head.
All right.
On the last night of the cruise, you're sitting in front of the painting, you're about to sleep, and you're just looking at it. And I don't know, do you think you bite your lip, or you're clenching your fist, or maybe your wine glass breaks.
Like hand, the
Yeah.
nails
Yeah.
in the hand.
Fingernails.
Fingernails
Yeah.
in the hands. Yeah, and you're like, ah. And you look down, and the blood happens again, and you look down at your hand, and you look up at the painting. Do you reach forward and place your hand on the painting again? You see the blood, the red needs to meet. It needs to fill out the lotus.
I'd probably at least take the fingers, because I would assume that there would be blood on my fingers, and just like gently do like the caress.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, just a little bit. Chad's like, what are you doing?
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
And you do that, and the blood on your hand, you can feel it just kind of like move off the tips of your finger, you know, as you're doing like a caress, you know, just very gently comes out. And where you think you would leave like a smear or just a little bit of red or something, you can see it kind of move across the canvas. Yeah. And it fills up that lotus, and it's much more vibrant now.
Oh, man.
And you feel like you've done the right thing. And almost it feels like, you know, something kind of like, I don't want to say snap, but like a rubber band kind of like pulls inside of you. And you feel a connection to this painting. You feel like you need to make sure, it doesn't have to always be with you, but you need to make sure that it's safe. It almost feels like think of this picture as like your sister. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to protect it at all costs.
Well, I'm not going to say that much, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. It goes everywhere because yeah.
I mean, I guess if you do feel like it your sister, yeah, I guess you would protect your sister. Yeah, so yeah. Wait, my sister's in the call. Get her out. Get her out.
See how that is. You don't have to, but if you want to,
It's also different in the 1920s versus the 2020s. Let's be real.
Also, you are not a painting, so.
And I'm not a painting. No, you're not a painting.
I'm just paper mache.
You're just paper mache. Oh, crap. Okay. Excellent. Anybody want to add anything before I go into our scene and end the session?
And nobody saw her do that?
Nobody saw her do that, no. It was all conveniently at a time when no one else was paying attention.
Almost too convenient.
Almost too
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Where does it live in the suite?
Did you hang it up?
I guess I was gonna say probably. I'd probably try to find somewhere to hang it up. I might even take down some of their art and put it up.
There you go.
Yeah.
Your
art.
It's my art.
You probably would tell them not to move it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna.
What better place to keep a painting safe?
Yeah, put on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
With knocking over.
If it is on the wall, is there anything, does anything look different to us?
Maybe?
Okay. I don't know if you guys have examined it as detailed.
I don't know. I honestly have a handout, but I don't have it ready, to be honest with you.
We can talk about it.
Well, that's why if she puts it up and it's clearly got red streaks in the formerly black flower.
Let me look at what I gave you before, and then I can post in Discord what you see now. So hang on, let me go into handouts now. Handouts, America. It was Black Lotus and water. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, you see this now. Hey, stand by, Discord posting. There you go. You can see where the lotus was once, you had this dark water around the base of it. It was kind of rising up. You can see that it's kind of bloomed more, and the aspect has changed to where you're kind of down on top, and you can see the red and it's kind of filled out. Like it's
Yeah, so
opening up.
it's not just the colors. The whole painting has shifted.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Perspective has changed.
The perspective has changed completely. Yeah.
It's a really pretty thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're in your powder room or something, and I just grab Byron. It's like that's it's different, right? Like not just me. Pretty sure.
Looks a little different. Could I do my psychometry on it for next time?
You absolutely can. Do you want to roll it now?
Sure. Ah, the first one I have actually passed.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
No, it says fail to me. What does it say?
Oh, I thought the 2 minutes in green was.
Roll it
that I
again.
passed.
Let's do a test. I want to do a test here.
You could use 2 luck though. 2 is so like if you're only missing it by 2, if that's what you meant.
Nah, she's rolling like 80s and 97s.
Oh,
I had really
see
bad
that
luck
now.
too. Foundry sucks sometimes. Like
Do you-
a few sessions ago, I got fucked.
Do you want to do a regular roll?
Yeah.
All right, try it. Let's see if this is any difference. You have a 45.
Oh.
You didn't know, like with your dice, you silly ninny. Yes.
The hamster that's running the source of entropy for Foundry needs a nap.
Do
or
you have
something.
physical dice, Michelle?
Yeah. Which ones do I use? I've never
Look,
rolled dice.
A D10 and a D100, or this thing percentile die and a D10.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. 6 with a dot
And
and a 70.
so a 76.
Slightly better.
So this is slightly better. All right, we tried. You have to try again another time.
Okay. Worth a try.
But I'll still give you something when we come back next time. Cool. All right.
Good job, guys. Hey, I'm down for next week. Decide if y'all want to do next week, and I'm down.
Sounds good.
We're good.
Yeah, we should be
Okay.
good.
See y'all next week, then.
Zoe will be more tired.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
We'll pick up here next time. Good job,
Peace.
everybody. We're in London. It's tea time. And thanks, as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using it, your gaming table.